Hello, welcome again to Takpo TV. Happy weekend to you all. An African proverb says, treat your towel well because you don't know which portion you will need at what time.
Because the portion you use to clean your bum today, you might need it to clean your face tomorrow.
Yes, and that is why I tell people to be kind to people around you. Kindness does not end in giving people money or solving their problem. Even greeting someone is an act of kindness. You might not understand what I'm saying until you live in Lagos, Nigeria.
Because nobody send you message. When you enter bus like this, you will see people sitting as if they are enemies that are fighting over village land. You know village land used to cause a lot of enemies. And if you don't take time, that is where they will eliminate your elimination.
I once lived in a compound where I was friends with everybody in that compound. Not like friends that we sit together and gist, but I greeted everyone freely. I could easily get anyone's attention when I needed it. But there was this particular girl. For no reason, if I greeted this girl, she doesn't respond to me.
Maybe she saw you in her dream.
I just did not know what happened till she left that place. But what does that mean? It means if that kind of person heard something bad that is about to happen to me, she might not inform me.
She will walk out past as if she did not hear. And witchcraft is not far away from that kind of behavior. Because if at the end of the day that thing happened to that person and peradventure the person loses their life in the process, you are part of the reason why that thing happened, because probably God caused you to hear that conversation so that you can salvage the situation.
That is very correct. So the towel proverb is a very strong African proverb that we should consider very useful. Treat your towel well because the parts that you use to clean your anus area today might be the same part that you might use to clean your mouth tomorrow. Everyone that comes your way is for a reason. Every friend you have is for a purpose.
You know, people used to say everyone you come across is either a blessing or a lesson.
Yes, even if that person is a lesson, trust me, there are lessons that Lagos Business School cannot teach you. Even Harvard can't teach you. In fact, Harvard only gather information of successful people and pass them to you. The fact that that person did what they did to succeed does not mean that you can succeed doing the same thing. Those things are influenced by individuals you meet, your own personality, the circumstances that surround the time you do what you do, also the environmental status quo is not left out.
So cut a long story short, the man who owns a shop or warehouse in Alaba, Ladipo or Idumota has more experience than the man that lectures in Lagos Business School or Harvard, because those people are teaching you theory. They don't have the first-hand experience.
So what are we trying to say? Even if that friend of yours turned out to be a lesson in your life, that lesson might equip you for a bigger trial in the future. Take for instance now, you did a business transaction with someone and the cash involved was 20,000 naira. Then you lost all your money. Then another time you reached another 50,000 naira and the same thing happened. You have learned your lessons and that is equipping you ahead of the days that you will have to transact in millions.
Then when those kind of people come with those kind of strategies, you will run away from them because you have experimented with 20k and 50k. But if you do not have that lesson with those small amounts, you will now learn that lesson with millions. And if by chance you happen to take that money as a loan to do business, or your is your case. You know that song that they used to sing, on your own, on your own, on your own.
I've done businesses with different people in my life. The other guy was a colleague. He is from the north. I won't mention the state. And he told me that during the dry season, they used to harvest maize in large quantity in the north. And it used to be very cheap between the months of November and February. So you can buy and store up, and when the prices go up, you can resell and make like 3 to 5 times of your initial investment. My people, my salary then was about 60,000 naira. I took a loan from the then Sky Bank that is now Polaris Bank today. I took 360,000 naira loan to do this business. But just because I was in the west and the business happened in the north, the most terrible thing was that I never saw what this guy said he bought. At the end of the day, he told me that he did not buy maize anymore, that he bought pepper rather.
Was that your agreement with him?
My brother, cut a long story short, I was able to take out my capital at the end of the day, but the money that I paid the person that took care of all this stuff, the money I used for rent, for storage, the money I paid for chemical, transportation, all of that went down the drain. And trust me, the money was big money then. I'm talking of the time when transaction rate was 158 naira to $1.
It is well. That is the lesson that Harvard cannot teach you. personal experiential lesson.
After that, I have done several other business investments with different other people, including relatives. Then I packed my bag. So now, if I'm doing any business, it is one-on-one. No middleman, no third party. Even if I have to partner with someone, I have to be on the forefront. But all of those people in the past, they are not my enemies today. I can still relate with them, but not in business terms.
But that does not mean that if you do business with some people or relatives, they will waste your money. You have to know what works for you. Not like motivational speakers that will tell you, I did this and this is what worked for me.
It's not always like that, but the lesson that has brought is that if such people have genuine business transaction in the future and they come to someone like me, if I have the money to give them as a gift, I can do that. But to do business with such people, I won't ever do that again.
Once bitten, twice shy.
Sure. Also, it means that they have not treated their towel well.
They use you to clean bum in those business you did in the past. So if in the future they have something again and they come to you, meaning they want to use you now to clean their face, but now it will not work because the towel was not used properly in the past.
That is it. That is why I also advise those people that will always post on their status that if your friends cannot raise you a certain amount of money when you need it, you need to change your circle of friends. That is just selfishness. Nobody stays low forever and nobody stays at the top forever. If you want to end your friendship with someone just because they cannot give you a certain amount of money when you need it, have you ever looked back and asked yourself, these people you are asking money from or these people you are asking help from, how many times have you ever helped them in the past or anyone around you at all?
No, nah. They can't ask that kind of question. They are the only ones that people must help. Once you cannot help them, you are not a friend. You, who you help? We are living in a selfish world, and money has become the center of attraction.
As I've always asked, okay, since you want to jilt your friends because they don't have money to help you, now you want to look for friends that have money. What if those people that you want to make friends with also don't need a poor person like you? What if those people have your kind of mentality or mindset? They only want friends that they can ask money from and he can give them as well. How then will they accept you into their circle of friends? And some of those people that you are cutting away from, few years down the line, their level might be higher than yours. No one can tell what tomorrow holds.
To cut a long story short, it means that you are a parasite. You are looking for a host to suck from without you contributing to others too.
Exactly. Very hard to dish out, but it's as simple as that. We've so much centered our lives on money such that we become useless without money. I have valuable friends that we have never transacted in money ever before. So if you were told that what you need friends for is to get money from them when you need help, then you were taught the wrong things. That's why you see people have issues and they don't have good friends to advise them. They end up making wrong decisions because all the friends they have are money friends and not friends of value.
That is why young boys of 20 years, 22 years, all they want to do is to make money. If they don't see where to find the money, the next thing is Yahoo.
That's the truth too. Let's not sweep it under the carpet. It's the basic truth why our society is no longer safe. Just this week alone, if I share with you some of the things that I heard, you will be asking yourself, are we still living on this earth alone or we have some aliens among us? And if you trace the root cause of these issues, it boils down to people searching for money. And guess what? These are young men from the age of 20 to 30 years old seeking money by all means. What do you need money for? What experience have you had in life? What passion are you pursuing? What's your goal in life? Do you have any positive ambition? What legacy do you intend to leave behind you? Ask them all these questions. They have no answer to give you.
Answer, okay. They just want to drive cars and pop champagne in the club now. One for the DJ, one for the hype man, one for the staff, two for him table. Fill the table up.
Even our music today, if you listen to the lyrics, there's nothing else you can hear except money. But the question we should ask ourselves is this. After having this money, a year after you die, will anyone remember you for anything good? Because most of the heroes that we remember today, we don't remember them for the money they spent, but for the impact they left in our society.
Our time is up, my people. Don't forget the African towel proverb. Treat your towel well, because the part that you use to clean bum today, you might use it to clean your face tomorrow. Leave us a comment on this video and remember to subscribe on YouTube if you have not done so. Follow us also on Facebook. If you also share this video, it means say you are too much.